with all the drama unfolding with Twitter, the social platform Hive has gone viral online. My first big question is, what is Hive Social and how does it compare to Twitter?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. When they were drawing up the business plan for Hive, the last thing that they were saying is that we are going to get all of this attention because Twitter, out of all things, is going to have a meltdown. You see, Nicole, I've been in a situation where I've been able to download and test out hundreds of apps, especially over the past 3 years. A lot of people have been really trying to capitalize on what this next wave of social media is going to be. And we spoke about Mastodon on this show while it was trending, and now we're speaking about Hive, and we're sort of speaking about the same issues. We're speaking about the fact that an abundance of Twitter users want an alternative where they can feel a little bit safe, feel like they've got the roots of what Twitter used to be back in the fold, and where they can still stay in touch with people that they were only in touch with on Twitter. The only reason Mastodon and Hive are getting this attention right now is because Twitter users are desperate for a place that they can find that is a home, because to be honest with you, it was a communication vehicle for so many people. And that's where the importance comes in for a new app like Hive.
And it's great you've had a chance to try out all of these apps. So Mohit, is the Hive platform worth all of this hype?
Well, I think the confusing part about Hive is why Hive? And why not any other app right now? And I'll tell you, because it's had a short history. It's only been around since 2019. Only 2 registered actual people running the company. And this one developer, Cassandra Pop, is so mysterious in the way that it's actually being built that you have to wonder how it went from having 500,000 users just this summer to over 1 million now. I think Hive has become an app that's really of the moment for several different reasons. And I'll describe what I think personally. I think that because it actually goes in chronological order for people in the way that they're actually engaging with the platform, it means that it's a little bit of a transparent algorithm that people are hoping for. And if you happen to be there at a certain time, you'll be able to catch something. That's a big deal for certain people. The other thing is you can't actually follow people unless you're searching for them. So it gives more intent to the idea of what's involved in building your community and who it is that you want to follow and to follow you. But truth be told, it has so many elements that just won't work when it comes to trying to scale up. So when you look at the potential for Hive, it's all thumbs up. There's a lot of room for apps like this to succeed. But from a functionality and a business standpoint, I don't believe the current business plan can actually facilitate a mass migration from Twitter.
And Mohit, we've seen major layoffs across the tech sector in recent weeks and days. We've talked a lot about how it may impact misinformation online, but what about innovation?
10% is such a common number right now for the workforces that are being slashed across the board, from HP to Google. And we're talking about Meta. And of course, we've talked about Twitter on this show as well. And the truth of the matter is they all reflect different business problems, but they're interconnected in the way that they might potentially affect us. We know that Google is heavily invested right now in the way that they're invested into healthcare technology. That could have a ripple effect. We look at other people in various businesses that are developing things, for instance, within Alexa's ecosystem. We know that Amazon is going to start to change their actual approach to the way that they're dealing with Alexa and using it moving forward. So we can't forget that while we're in a place where we might say to ourselves, yes, these are cash-rich companies, they will succeed, they're going to find a way to actually, write their next chapter. The truth of the matter is that all of these layoffs do represent a broader problem that's happening in the tech sector. So we'll definitely be keeping an eye out for it.
That's tech expert Mohit Rajans. Thank you, Mohit.
My pleasure, Nicole. Thanks for having me.